We are back. Deanna like Rihanna. That's how I call her because I don't know why, guys. But for all these years, I have a problem saying Deanna.
You just want me to be Diana. I don't know. I don't know why. It's fine though. We're working. We're working through it.
We're working through it. It used to be worst.
So Deanna like Rihanna, and we got it.
That's it, guys. Deanna is running for councilwoman on the District 1. She's looking to replace the person we just had before, Chanel Williams.
It's a lot of District 1 back-to-back action.
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on.
Absolutely.
And people need to know you because, look, they know you. But what I'm trying to say is, as a politician, as a representative,
as a public servant,
okay, they need to know what your gains are, your vision, what you're trying to accomplish. Why are you running? Okay, why are you running? So let's start with what? Why? Okay. You woke up one day, you said, I'm going to run. Is this something that you've been thinking about for a while? Tell us all there is to tell about that.
Okay, so what do you want me to start?
You start at any place you want.
Got it. So I want to run for District 1 because I love District 1. It's my home. It's my family's home. This is where I grew up. Not only have I grew up here, I have been putting in the work on a government level here for 6 years, and I care deeply about the people in this district, the people in this city, and I want to continue doing the work and showing up every day and helping this community the best way I know how.
Now, since this is our first interview at this level, we have done good interviews in the past, so let me give that usual apology before people start criticizing me, because they criticize me for everything.
Oh, they killed Jesus.
Yeah, they criticize me for everything. I am not texting anyone. I'm actually multitasking to see if there is any questions from you that you want me to ask her. So that's what I'm doing. It's no sign of disrespect. She's looking at it. So take it easy. You know, you guys been following me for years, and you know that that's how I monitor the conversation. This is how I create that bridge between elected officials and public. How I can ask them the questions that you need answers to is by looking at my phone while I'm interviewing. Is that clear?
Good with me.
And a shout out to Dos Marias Restaurant, 200 New Main Street. This is the place for the best Mexican food, not just in Yonkers, Westchester County, and New York. Great Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. A place to make friends, a place to play some karaoke. If you guys come here on karaoke days, you're going to have a blast.
I just did karaoke. We had a good time. Yes, we did.
It's a great time. And then at the same time, you can make new friends. I'm one of those guys that feels that I always have room for one more friend.
You know, I'm the queen of networking, so.
You are.
I love people. I will talk to any and everyone if you let me, so no bone to pick about that.
What are your priorities? At the county, at the city level, what are the things that makes you think I am the best person for this job, and these are the things that I will do, or maybe you will continue to do as your predecessor if you are elected?
There's a little bit of both. I love Shanae deeply. I respect her, and I think she has done an amazing job. But at the same time, we are two different people. Her interest may not always be my interest, and vice versa. But I am a mom. I have 2 small boys, young boys, both in the public schools here in Yonkers. I care a lot about the schools. I care a lot about their education. I graduated from Yonkers Public Schools, so I know the pros and cons of, you know, growing up here and going to school here. So we've come a long way, but I do feel like there's so much more work to do. Shout out to Dr. Keel. We do have more work to do, and I want to focus so much on making sure the schools get more funding, and we've done a good job of that lately. They've got a lot of money, but there's still so much to do. After school activities, extracurricular activities, tutoring, updates just in the physical buildings of the school, ACs, making sure our courts and our tracks are up to par so that when our kids are playing sports, they have the best equipment. That's stuff that matters to me. Of course, still public safety, affordable housing, those issues are the issues and are still going to be the issues, and we're going to constantly have to fight for those issues. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. Nothing is fixed overnight. Not one politician or public servant can come in and be Superman and just make everything, work. That's not how it works. That's not reality. So I don't want to give people that false perception that, I get in the office and boom, magic's going to happen. No, but I do believe that working together, everybody on the council, having good relationships with everyone on the council will allow everyone to focus more on the issues and not, who's doing this or who's mad at this one. And, I just want to have a good working relationship with everyone on the council so that the people and the communities and all the districts benefit from everyone coming together and doing what needs to be done.
And how do you feel about working across party lines? Because the reason I'm asking is because there is some people that if they are from A party or B party, no matter what happens, they will not meet in the middle. They will not cross that line because might go against whatever they party.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Happens, right?
It could happen. Like I said, I can't predict the future, but I don't see that happening on my end. I want to work well with everyone. That's kind of been a part of who I am. When I come, into a place, I'm a team player. I'm a team player. I want to work well. I want to do what's best and what's the best interest for the people of my district. So that's important to me, but not just my district. Like I said, I'm from this city, and I believe that everybody on the council loves their city. So if we focus more on what's best for the city, I believe that, things will get done.
Everyone loves their city, but some have different ways of showing that.
And look, who am I to tell somebody that their way isn't the way?
So we're not going to talk about their way of showing the love. We're going to talk about your way of showing the love for your city.
Okay.
So let's talk about issues in your district. Housing. Yeah, we see a lot of constructions going on District 1.
Right.
But lots of people are saying, but those houses are not for us. Okay, rents are too expensive. There is a small percentage for us. And the percentage for us are 1 bedrooms. We have family. We cannot go there. We cannot afford. We have to leave Yonkers, and Yonkers is the place where my mom lives, my
that makes me sad.
father,
Yes.
my grandfather, my great-grandfather, generations and generations, and they don't want to leave the city.
And I don't want them to leave the city.
Neither do I. We don't. But sometimes, at the end of the month, it's dollars and cents. Can I afford to stay here? And some can't.
Trust me. Like I said, I have two young sons. Looking for apartments, 2 bedrooms, that are affordable on a city income. It's hard. Why do you think I'm the jack of all trades? Why do you think I started a business, so I find a gig here or work here? I am no stranger to hard work. And I don't mind working hard to make sure that I can provide for my kids, and a mom is going to figure it out, period. No bones about that. A mom is going to figure it out. But I do agree that it is hard to afford some of these up-and-coming constructions that are happening here in the city. It's not easy. You can't sugarcoat that. It's not affordable for everyone. It's not affordable for everyone. And I do want to see the people I grew up with here in the city, people I played sports with, local community grandmothers that, I was able to go to their house and have snacks after. So I want to see those people be able to stay here. I want to see my kids, if they so choose, be able to raise their families here.
Look, I know tons of people because I've been living in Yonkers for tons of years. That's a
Tons of years.
figure way of speech. I don't want you to take that to heart. I don't want Prince to take that to heart because he's always calling me an old man. Say, Ru, are you 70 already? No, I'm not. Okay. But lots of my friends had to move. I moved from Yonkers. And they get in touch with me through Facebook or they call me and say, Ru, I miss Yonkers, but unfortunately, I could not afford to live in Yonkers anymore.
I understand.
So I moved out. So in your district, especially, because that's where we see all these constructions going on, and we're going to see lots of those kids and guys, no longer kids, that grew up with us, moving out.
Right.
That's a problem.
I agree. I literally cannot disagree with you at all. That upsets me. And like you said, I have friends who have gone south or moved, and it's sad. It's sad, but it's just the way of the world. We can't. There's nothing we can do. We're gonna have some who stay and fight it out, and we're gonna have some who
Yeah,
prefer the warmer weather, and I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, neither am I.
I'm not mad at that either.
So I tell them I envy you in a certain way.
Yeah.
But I love my city.
I do
Okay,
too.
and hopefully I will stay here forever until whatever.
God takes you home.
God takes me home. But in your district, there is other things, Diana. There is a lot of crime. Okay, I'm from your district. Okay, a lot of homeless. Okay, some come from other municipalities to Yonkers, but they're here, and once they're here in your district, it's your problem, in part.
Right. I mean, we have to deal with it. We have to experience it. We have to walk by it every single day. But it's not just our issue. I love how people make it, oh, what is the city doing? What is the city? We're doing what we can with what we have. We need the higher ups, the county, everyone else to do their part. Everybody has to come together for a solution. And it's not just one solution. There has to be several. People are homeless for several reasons. It's not just one reason. It's not just mental illness. It's not just drugs. There's several reasons why people become homeless.
It's housing,
right?
Because as we said on before when I was interviewing Shanae Williams, homeless does not mean that you don't work.
Right.
There is a lot of people that
can't afford rent.
Exactly. One of the reasons for homeless is I cannot afford the rent. Not that I don't work. It's that I cannot afford the price of rent.
Listen, I'm telling you, if we were to miss 2 paychecks, a lot of us would be homeless.
A lot of we just
we
a
are
paycheck away.
That's it. And that's why you need to operate in grace. And everybody in the community needs to do what they can, to help the next person.
And I have a hashtag, like actions not words.
Yes,
okay?
I hear you all the time.
Because all of us talk about the homeless. We understand the homeless. We say that we need to find solutions for the homeless. But when they build a shelter next to our house or in our district, next to our block, hey, wait a minute, not here.
Hypocrisy.
Not here.
I get it. And I've seen it. I've got the complaints. I've heard it. Like I said, I've been working in the city for the last 6 years. So I've seen some of the stuff go, come to our office about this shelter, that shelter, this one hanging outside. Listen, I love people. I love to help. If you know me, you know this is at my core. If I can figure out a way to help you, if I can give you the shirt off my back, if you want to eat and I can make you a plate, that's just me.
You are a good person. We know.
That's just me. So complaining about a shelter going up to benefit individuals who have a lack, that'll never make sense to me.
But at the same time, we have to understand the other side of the coin.
Oh, I do understand
because,
it.
the homeless situation, I strongly believe that just building a shelter, a building, and putting the homeless in there does not solve the homeless problem.
It does not.
There must be other components to that formula. That if they have
therapy,
therapy, security, job training,
exactly,
rules,
program
availability. Yes, you come here, you stay here, but guess what? You're not going to be allowed to hang around the front of the building,
sitting on people's steps.
smoking.
I agree.
Because look, if I own a house next to it, I don't want to expose that.
A tight ship needs to be run.
A tight ship needs to be run in order to find a solution.
Absolutely.
Crime is a problem too. And nowadays, we've seen very young people committing really serious crimes.
It's heartbreaking. Unfortunately, crime will always be something that plagues the world, not just our community, the whole world. It's like you said, it's the younger population for the most part, and that's scary. Like I said, I have 2 young boys. So I'm going to do everything in my power. And not saying that those parents didn't do everything in their power, because God gives us free will. So they made those choices. Doesn't matter how you're brought up or, what was instilled in you. At the end of the day, you make the choice to be who you are. Your character is yours. So I can't say that those parents didn't do everything that they could to keep their children from doing what they're doing at this point. But I do believe more programs, we have amazing programs here. The churches, the different religious faiths that are here in this community, everybody needs to come together. and figure out how we can help these young kids. I work with the YMCA, the YWCA. I'm a part of 914 United. I mentor young kids coming home from incarceration or at risk to be incarcerated. I work with them one-on-one. I spend time with them. I want to speak with them. I want to show them that there's other things that they can get involved in. You have SNUG. You have these amazing organizations and these people from right here in our community, you know, trying to do something every day to prevent these kids from participating in these crimes. And I believe we need to highlight these organizations. We need to have, you know, bring all of this press to the events that they're having so people know this is what's going on. So people pick up the phone, hey, I'm having so much trouble with my son. Is there something that you guys can do? Hey, can I bring my son to this? The school districts referring them to these programs. Because you have people here who want to help. You have pastors here who are willing to pray, come, talk, do whatever, volunteer work. We all need to take a look at what we have right here in this community, promote it, and actually be involved in it.
I don't want to talk about bad about anyone in particular, but I can tell you that I sincerely believe that being proactive, it's so important, okay? And sometimes we can see the troubles coming, but we lack the take of action, okay? So like you said, if you see that your son, your daughter is in a wrong path, reach out.
Yeah.
Reach out to one of those organizations. Learn how can you change, what options are there.
Absolutely.
Be proactive. And just because something happens to someone, it's not because that parent raised them wrong.
Exactly.
Okay, I give an example of the young lady that died about a year and a half ago, give it or take, Olivia Green, fentanyl. It's not that her mother had her loose, going any place. No, it could have happened to any kid.
Correct.
Take a little Tylenol, you have a headache, somebody gives it to you, you take it, you don't know if that is laced with fentanyl, and you're gone. So educate your child well. Educate yourself. Okay, don't take things. Just handle the headache until you get to a pharmacy and buy your own Tylenol. What else? What else do you have that you have planning? Look, you know that we are live. People are participating. People are watching. And I have a question here from Hector Santiago.
Hey, Heck.
Hey, Hector. Nice to see you. You a vet here on Yonkers Voice. We go long ways from time of Casa de Café. You remember Casa de Café? We go long ways. Love you, brother. Yeah, he asks, is there anything in particular you have started to do to build up relationships within the council? I don't know exactly what he means, but I'm
I
asking.
think I have an idea, but I have worked hand in hand with all of the council members, some longer than others, because, you know, some are newer on the council, but I work hand in hand, side by side with a lot of them, and I've had relationships outside of the council with some of these council members. And like I said, I'm in good standing, I believe, with all of the council, Republican and Democrat alike. And I am willing to, you know, make those relationships stronger day by day. I want to work well with the people on the council.
Because I have to tell you that it's not just my opinion, it's the opinion of lots of people here in Yonkers, that the current council looks like more like a dysfunctional family. Okay. You might have a different opinion.
Everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Well, and I'm giving you mine, and I'm giving you the people.
And dysfunctional families are still families. They won't always get along. They won't always get along, but I do believe every person sitting on the council loves their district, loves this city, and wants to do what's best for this community. Whether it looks like that or it plays out at this meeting or that meeting, I do believe everybody's heart is in the right place. And like I said, we need to figure out how to operate in grace a little bit better. We're so quick to jump to judgment. Oh, this one, that one, this one. Listen, one politician cannot fix anything. We all need to come together. There needs to be unity. There needs to be transparency. And like I said, we need to operate in grace. We need to have conversations on, okay, why do you not want to vote for this? Okay, how can we meet in the middle? How is it that my district can assist your district? It's just a matter of communication and working together.
Okay, since you brought up family, so let me give you the other side of the family argument. Husband and wife, they have 2 kids and 3 kids. They are family, they all love each other. But somehow, that mom and dad cannot function well.
Oh,
okay,
trust me.
And if they are in the same household, the ones that are going to suffer are those little kids.
Correct.
So when you have a dysfunctional council that somehow cannot work together, the ones that's going to pay for that
Constituents.
Exactly.
Nope, I cannot disagree.
Okay, so people from the council, and when I say council, I say any government level, they need to learn that they're there not to represent their own interests, they're there to represent the interests of the people.
I agree.
They need to put their differences aside and work for what they were elected to do.
I agree.
You agree with that
That's why
assessment?
you're elected. I do.
Follow up from Hector, because there was a 2-part question.
Okay.
Is there anything other than housing, homeless, schools that she might want to highlight in the district that she can that can use special attention?
All right, heck, the campaign starts in a month, bro. You want me to give all my gems?
That's right. You
no.
here?
Yes. So there are a few other things I would that are near and dear to me. You know, I have Deanna, etc. And I love to bring small businesses to the forefront, whether it's a storefront or you're working out of your home. I do believe we have so many amazing business owners and entrepreneurs right here in our city. I want to help bring attention, monetization, stability to these small businesses, bringing money to our community from all over. Just because you don't have a storefront doesn't mean your business isn't booming. We have great minds, we have great artists, we have so many dope individuals right here, not just in District 1, but the whole city. And I want to do, you know, different events, different things to promote and bring business right here in our district, in our city, and just helping, you know, our brothers, our sisters, people we grew up with, who had an idea, and helping them run with it.
No doubt, no doubt. Yonkers is also full of good talent, full of good people, full of positive things. But we are so the second or the third city in New York State, the third. But we are also the third city in New York State. That means when we have too many people in one city, we are going to have a few problems that a small city does not have. It comes with the territory. But there is lots of goods in Yonkers. I love my city, and I wouldn't change it for the world. This is it. Last question from you, Hector. Okay, because this show is not about you. Okay. But he has good points. What are the things that she can do to help local organizations that are on the front line? I guess he talks about Stop and Shade, Snug. People that are in the front talking to the community and
promoting them, inviting everyone out to events, working with these different organizations for events. We want to work with these organizations. Like I said, I want the kids, the children, the youth to be more involved with these organizations so they can recognize these organizations as staples right here in our community. Right here in our community. They don't have to go too far to find somebody to help them learn how to shoot a basketball, or to help them find some type of job training, or I need tutoring after school. We have so many amazing organizations right here, individuals right here who are willing to do that. So I want to work hand in hand with many organizations, with tons of business owners right here in our city, and just pull them to the forefront. Let people know they're out here. There's people that, you know, and not saying that you have to look for the attention, but there's people out here doing good things, and they're riding under the radar, and that's great. But there's a family who may need your assistance, who doesn't know that you're doing what you're doing. I want all these organizations, I want to have like a Rolodex of different organizations that are doing this.
What is a Rolodex?
You know what a Rolodex is. We'll chat later. I want to have an encyclopedia.
We don't use those things no more.
Oh, yes, you do.
But look, guys, Diana is 100% correct. We have a ton of good people working for the best of our community.
Correct.
I cannot name them all, but comes to my head United 914, Jonathan Alvarez Cabrera heading that organization that can help and prevent lots of future problems that might face. If you call them, learn how you're going to learn. If you have a problem, reach out to them, snug. And there is a
just because these organizations may, intertwine, some of them do the same thing or promote the same, it's not a competition. Everybody has the same goal. You know what I'm saying? So please don't feel like, because this one helps with this. No, we can all come together and help and be, amazing. We can do a lot of good things together, better together.
Yeah, don't see that as a competition.
Right.
See that as an additional component to make our community better.
Right.
Okay, some might be in South Yonkers, West Yonkers, East Yonkers, no matter where you are. Work towards the same goal. Schools. Schools, how you see education. Are you happy with the way that the school formula works? Are you happy with our school system? Is there anything that you think needs to be tweaked?
There's a lot of things that can be tweaked, and there's not just one answer that is going to cover that whole question. There's so many things, the numbers, so many things we need to dive into. I played sports my whole life. That's big for me. My kids love sports. I've had to pay for them to be in different organizations because, it wasn't offered at their level or at their age in the school. That's something that I want to see change. There's so many things. You can go to different courts, and like you said, things can't be changed overnight. Everything costs money. Everything takes time. I understand that. And I'm willing to have these meetings and sit down and meet with these principals and see, hey, what is really plaguing and affecting your school? How can we help you? What do you need to help these kids learn? So I look forward to those types of meetings, and Dr. Q and I, Dr. Casada, we have a great relationship. He was my principal in Lincoln High School. Shout out to you, Dr. Q. But I'm ready for those conversations, and I want to let him know what's on my heart, and the schools in this district, the principals, the children, the parents. I welcome all of that conversation.
But we have to mention the PAL, which is on your district also. Lots of parents often say, look, we don't have the money to look for a program for my child. Well, guys, there is lots of organizations in Yonkers that offers programs that the kids need for almost nothing, sometimes for free. All that you need to do to be involved and participate on those programs is walk in there and register.
Do a little Google search, make a few phone calls. That's probably the most effort you're going to have to put into it, but they're just a phone call away, and they're willing to help. They're willing to give you information. They work with people in the community. Even the PAL summer camp was amazing. My kids attended that for 2 years straight, and they were awesome. Yeah,
PAL, YMCA, YWCA, they have tons of programs that are specifically designed for the youth.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe Dwayne Cloud also. He
Cloud
has the summer program, after school program. So it's just a matter of picking up the phone, a Google search. Call us if you have any questions. Call the office. We're there.
Do you pledge, if elected, that you will be a reachable councilwoman? Because the reason
of course, I believe I'm a reachable individual in general. So I wouldn't stop.
Well, sometimes things change, you get busy, priorities change.
I'm busy now.
But you can get more busy because you feel
like
like
time management is key.
Is key.
It's key. But yes, I plan to be available 100%, reachable 100%, Facebook, Instagram, office calls, email. I'm on it.
So you're not going to be one of those politicians that after being elected, and if somebody comes on Yonkers Voice and say, I want to speak with Deanna, or reach my office, because sometimes politicians, before they win, before they become elected officials, they all over social network. Okay, they're talking, they're sitting here with me, but once they get elected, they no longer want to engage at the social platform level. They want people to call them because they no longer have time for that. Will you still be involved?
They do pay us aides. They pay us to answer the phone. So if nobody calls, we need work to do. But yes, you can have them reach out to the office, and we do a good job of making sure that person in office does receive that phone call and makes it back.
I got you. But there is a reason why people ask you questions. When I say you, I don't mean
you. You mean like while sitting here on these interviews?
No. Later on, there is a reason why people go on social platform and ask Corazon a question on social platform, on Yonkers Voice, or Chanel, or John Rubel. There is a reason why, because normally they have reached the office, and many times they're not getting the answers. Many times they're not getting the solution. So they ask that question in public to see if other people are having the same problem and say, yes, we're also trying to reach them, but they never call back. We only hear from them when it's time for election or when they're looking for votes.
I understand.
What I'm trying to see is you won't be one of those, right?
No, no, I don't. I don't plan to. I don't see that in my future at all.
Now, we need money to run campaigns.
Absolutely.
Okay? You need to buy ads. Probably you need to buy one on Yonkers Voice.
Yeah, I have a whole list actually.
And a whole bunch. But you need money.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, and who's going to give you that money? The donors, people that support you.
The constituents and
exactly.
the supporters.
Exactly. So you want to tell us, if anyone who's watching that thinks you are the person and wants to make a contribution to help you with your campaign, where to go?
Oh,
do
yes.
you have that set up yet?
I absolutely do. We love contributions. So if you want to contribute to me becoming the councilwoman for District 1, you can go straight to my website, www.deana4district1.com. You can reach me on social media, blonde.d_co or at Deana4district1. The links are right up in the bio. You can click to go to the website, or you can click to straight donate.
What about if I want to volunteer?
That is up on the website as well.
Tell the people.
Right on the website. I can use all the boots on the ground I can get. If you're willing to door knock with me, hand out lit, go to these apartments, go to these businesses, meet with these individuals one-on-one, and you want to support me, please, I would love it. You can literally join the campaign right on the website. Feel free to reach out to me on social media. My email, deana4district1@gmail.com. I am very responsive. So if you do want to volunteer, that would mean the world to me.
Guys, as always, Yonkers Voice does not endorse or oppose any candidates. We invite them all to come sit with us so they can speak with you and tell you what they stand for, what are their vision for Yonkers. They can answer your questions. We try to create or to build that bridge between you and the community.
Correct.
So they're here for you, they're here to speak with you, not with me, because I see them all the time. And if I have a question, I can ask them a question privately. The reason why they're here, it's because they're here for you. Okay, this is the time. Okay, until not many years ago, you guys probably know that Yonkers Voice is the first Yonkers social platform that came to our city. We are the creators. They follow us. Okay, and my goal when I created Yonkers Voice was exactly for this, to create that bridge between us and elected officials, us and police department, us and city hall, us and business owners. We created that. So they're here to speak with you. So if you guys have a question, this is the time to engage. Absolutely. The only thing that we ask is present your questions, articulate your ideas in a respectful and polite way. I can disagree with Deanna or anybody else,
absolutely,
but in a respectful way. Your question does not get any extra strength because you're rude or you're vulgar. All that you're going to get with that question, you're going to get kicked off the bench. You get more
with honey.
Okay, so present your questions in a polite way. That's all that we ask. Disagree, but be polite and be careful how you present your disagreement.
I agree.
That's all that we ask.
I agree.
Now, some folks don't like Yonkers Voice, but that's okay. Okay, not everyone likes everybody. Okay.
Like I said, they crucified Jesus.
That's it.
They're not all gonna like you.
Exactly. So we keep on going. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support. And please, this is the type of videos, this is the type of broadcast that we wish you would share. We wish you would put it on your own platforms, on your own walls, so other people can see, hear, participate, and ask questions. Sandra Gonzalez, who is she? Come on, read the topic, Sandra. This question does not even look like it came from you.
Sandra.
You know Sandra?
I don't, but
I know
hello.
Sandra. She's a very nice person.
Maybe if I saw her face. but
Yeah,
I-
no, a very nice person. But you know what happens is sometimes, I think she lives in the other side of Yonkers. We're disconnected from one side. Maybe we don't know who everybody
Understandable.
is.
Understandable.
But Deanna is running for the councilwoman on the 1st district in Yonkers. So share this video on your page,
Please,
because I'm
and
sure
thank you.
that you have friends that live in her district. Actually, you and I did some work on Warburton. Tons of people from Warburton. That's her district. Thank you, guys. Anything I forgot to mention that you want to
I don't
bring
think
up?
so. Look, and I'll be back. So
That's it. You know,
you
maybe.
can send him all the follow-up questions.
Yeah, because look, sometimes I have a whole bunch of questions lined up to ask, and when I sit, I get so nervous that I forget the questions. And as soon as we hang up, I forgot. So that's a good excuse to say we need to have another follow-up.
Absolutely, I'll be back. Always available for you.
Thank you, guys. Actions, not words. Okay, don't just talk about helping. Don't talk just about supporting your local business.
Be about it.
Actually, be about it. And be the change you want to see. Thank you. Until next time.